There are over 1,000 flea markets in the U.S., with 2 million vendors conducting $30 billion in sales every year. Like me, this is where many people start their entrepreneurial journey. This is Grace.
All right, let me know when.
One of the many vendors here at the Melrose Trading Post.
My name is Grace, and my brand is IAMMUSE. Barbie rolls into Melrose, and she's like, you know how she's all the styles, you know, Barbie's everyone.
Man, I remember when the truck pulled up. It's been 4 years already.
I know, time flies, right? It's crazy. All right, my name is Grace. I'm here at the Melrose Trading Post every Sunday. Let me start over. My name is Grace, and my brand is IAMMUSE. I had to drop out of college because I was pregnant, broke, just like living at home, doing nothing. One of my friends was like, you show up in a Depop, and I was just like, what the fuck is a Depop? You know, this is when I first started, and I did, and they kind of just like changed everything for me. Every time I would post something, it would sell. I kind of always knew where to go, you know, so I just started sourcing from there.
So were you always thrifting at that point when your friend suggested you start a Depop, or?
I would thrift, but like for myself. It was more like a personal thing. I had friends that introduced me to like the whole like flea market realm beforehand, and I just kind of knew like where to go. It's like a Polly Pocket, you know, like, like Barbie. Yeah. Barbie rolls into Melrose. And she's like, you know how she's all the styles, you know, Barbie's everyone. You know, there's disco Barbie, you know, there's punk Barbie. Seriously. It gets dirty because of the grass turf, and then also like all the dust. But I might need your help. I don't have a duster, so I'm gonna use this trash can to do the work.
Yeah, it should be fine.
It worked.
Couldn't use like paper.
Yo lo que hice sirvió.
Katy, ¿cómo está? Oh, me lastimé aquí en la muñeca en el gimnasio.
Ah, yo pensé que te habías peleado.
No peleado. So what went into the decision to get this van?
So it was basically a gradual beginning. Like I feel like in the beginning we had like 2 cars. We would like roll up in here, and it was just like kind of a mission, you know. And then my dad, he was like, I have an RV, you know, like let's just put everything in there. The RV is yours. You could do whatever you want with it. And I was like, okay, let's break it down. Let's make a fitting room. Let's make it into like an actual walk-in shop. And then he was just like, you know, like, I feel like he was just kind of skeptical, you know, like, is she serious? Like, is she really gonna do this for a while? And he ended up noticing that it was like my passion, so he was like, let's get you a truck. And I'm like, okay. So my dad is actually the one that like really helped me with the business, my parents really, and he bought me a truck, and here we are. All right, step on up. So here we have our walk-in shop. We like to collaborate with artists here, so we do have Gutter Kids, and we have the World of Fugly. We also have a fitting room back here. We also drive this thing here. So this is the vibe. Watch your step.
And what's it like having a mobile store? Do you just park anywhere and, you know, do a sale, or?
I do park up sometimes on the street, more so before I had like my permanent space here. But yeah, I could totally just like roll up anywhere. I used to park up on Highland Park. We used to do Echo Park sometimes. Consistently, I'm here every Sunday now because it is from the 70s, so I can't really take it everywhere.
Right, you gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, I gotta be like selective. feel like it just started off as just like me, just like not really fitting into the clothes anymore. So sex sells, honestly. Like I feel like I was just like kind of like posing and like making it cute. Like not only like was it about the clothes, but it was also about like the presence, you know? Like I feel like it kind of like gave me more confidence because after having a baby, like I had gained a lot of weight and I just feel like it made me feel good.
And what did you do before this?
I was doing styling and merchandising. Yeah,
So you have like a
21.
styling, fashion background.
And set design. I was actually studying set design when I got pregnant.
Oh wow.
And graphic design, I actually switched like during that.
Set design, does that have anything to do with the way that you set up your stand? Like as far as, is there a particular feng shui to your stand?
I feel like my background in set design is kind of what like makes me stand out in the crowd because I definitely put a lot of detail into everything I do. Color coding, as you can tell. I have props. You know, I feel like my space is more of like an installation than like a regular pop-up, you know? I love all genres, like anywhere from like the 50s to now. I feel like that's basically what my booth is known for.
Like
You know?
mixing those styles all together. Nice. You're a permanent vendor. How hard was it? How long did it take you to become permanent?
Okay, that took me a while. It took me a good 2 years of like doing the raffles, of like just being consistent. Like I feel like that's the main thing that they look for here is like consistency because they see us as employees. If you think about it, you know, like we're paying rent every week. We're also getting insurance, you know, to be here. So yeah, it took me a good 2 years of, you know, sticking it through and doing the raffles, and then now I'm permanent finally. Worth it. It was totally worth it. It was my goal, honestly. I was like, I'm gonna be a permanent vendor, and this is gonna be my permanent space, and it made it happen.
What's your favorite part about selling at Melrose in particular?
I guess my favorite part is just like being here in real life, you know, not having to deal with shipping, not having to do with anybody trying to return stuff, because it's what you see is what you get, you know what I mean? Like it's final sell. And I feel like that's the best part. I don't have to worry about anything, you know, at the end of the day. I feel like a lot of people that walk in here, they think that they could just like find this on their own. And it's like little do they know like everything that we have to go through just to find one single piece. Like a lot of these pieces are one of, you know, a lot of these pieces have also been reworked and they think that it can be bought at a mall for less, but they have no idea.
Dude, if
Oh, yeah,
people only
and
knew
the
how many
process.
times we find cool stuff that is just like damaged or...
Dude, there's even, you already know, like all
What
the
you're looking at is
different like
not-
stages that we have to do to even like fix an item.
Yeah, what they're looking at is not just us getting everything and bringing it here. It's like you have to filter through it and a lot of heartbreaks, especially when you find something cool that has damage to it, you know what I mean?
Dude, seriously, there's so many items that I don't even want to like throw away because they're just like so rare, you know?
Yeah, I think as resellers, we all have that one pile of clothes that we're like, I'm gonna fix that later. You know?
Dude, I have it, yeah, all of us, we all have like our to-do list.
And then the
The
cold
cold
days.
days gets
This is one of them.
windy and your tent is flying everywhere. When it rains, it like just messes up your stuff. I just feel like the weather really does interfere with our sales. So I feel like that's the worst part about selling in real life. Yeah.
I remember there would be, very rare is there a day where you could just come wearing a t-shirt.
Oh, I know, seriously. No, yeah, even like Tony, he'll like take his shirt off sometimes. Nothing.
On a good day, will you just go T-less?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I've seen you. Should I take this off?
All right, I don't want to hold you too much because you got customers and stuff, but thank you so
Yeah,
much.
of
That was
course.
great.
Thank you for having me.
I've sold here many years and
It's like passing the baton, huh?
yeah, man, and like I just respect it because I know how much goes into it. Oh, isn't it crazy how now the flea market, how it's like it's kind of like a it place to be? When before, think about swap meets when we were growing up. It was kind of just like where poor people would go shop.
I know, it's crazy how it's switched up.
Isn't that a crazy contrast? Why do you think that is?
I feel like the youth is more like interested in saving the planet. You know what I mean? I feel like back in the day, nobody really cared, and something that wasn't really imprinted in us. You know, like growing up, because we used to like frown upon it and think like, oh my God, people are gonna think we're broke. You know, if we're seen at the thrift store. But I feel like now everybody's more cautious about you know, being sustainable and just trying to help the planet. Honestly, because at the end of the day, like it's the youth that's gonna be, you know,
Yeah.
in it.
Right.
and living in it.
Right.
The dream is eventually, I guess, to have like a storefront. You know, like right now I do have my showroom, but like, I don't know, maybe not even a storefront, honestly, like more of like a flea market, like more my own market. Because I feel like when I first started this, I was thinking like, wouldn't it be sick if like I had my own store? But then it's so expensive. It's like, why not do something where you can build a community, like something where I can have like, not only me set up, but like my friends, you know, and make it more of like a hangout. And like, cause you know, a lot of people get rejected. Like a lot of people don't get to sell at the Melrose Trading Post. And it's like, why not like start something, you know, like where we could all be a part of it. All right, what was the question again?
So name, business, and where you sell at. Okay, cool. Go ahead, hit it.
All right, my name is Grace. I'm here at the Melrose Trading Post every Sunday. Oh, hold on, let me start over. You said, where do I sell at?